Hello everyone, it is Sarah K. Hoffman here, and I thought while enjoying my coffee this morning, I would show you guys all how to make easier to digest homemade applesauce. And to do this, we only need one ingredient, and that is the apple. So all you need are apples. I am going to use 15 apples and obviously a slow cooker. The slow cooker that I use is the Calphalon one, and this one is phenomenal. I love it because you can pre-program how long you want it to run. So if you're going to be gone, it'll automatically shut off when you tell it to, and then it'll just stay on warm. So you don't have to worry about that. So you would need that, your apples, and then the final thing I use is my Smart Stick, my Cuisinart Smart Stick, and I'm going to be showing you all of this later, but this is another tool that you would need. And I'm not paid by Cuisinart, I'm not paid by Calphalon, I'm not paid by anybody, so these are things that I actually use a ton in my kitchen. So if you're all ready, then let's get going. So first things first, you are going to want a peeler and also a knife, and you're going to take all of your 15 apples and we are going to peel them, slice them, and de-seed them. One thing that I have found always, especially when I'm really intensely trying to heal my gut and to feel better, is that I want to remove as much of the fiber as possible. I know it sounds completely backwards, but if you follow my blog at all, you'll understand why I do that. And so that would be the skin and the seeds. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you are going to want to just cut off the ends of your apples. I'm just doing this in the way that I've always done it, which is the easiest for me. And then go ahead and just peel off all of the skin. And really the reason why that we want to peel off all of the skin, again, is because that's where the majority of the fiber lies in the apple. And when your gut is kind of a mess, like I've explained on my blog before, fiber a lot of times can make you feel even worse. Obviously, the ultimate goal is that we always want to be eating as much fiber as possible. But in the beginning of healing the gut, sometimes it's really hard to digest. So I just take it all off right away. And our apple is all peeled. And then I just go ahead and I cut it. And I cut it into larger chunks because, again, it's going to go in the slow cooker. The smaller you make them, it won't work as well. So just make them a little bit larger. And make sure to keep off all of the seeds as well that are right in the middle. I guess you could just use an apple core to do this, but make sure you don't use that. And you just kind of set those aside. So you're going to want to do this for all 15 apples. What you want to do for making your applesauce in a slow cooker is just take the bowl of apples that you have and place them in the slow cooker. And if you have a slow cooker about this big, it does cover about 3/4 of the way full, and that's exactly what you do want. So just go ahead and put them in. And then I always just take some fresh water and I put it in. It just adds a little bit more moisture and a little bit makes there be a little bit more liquid. So you just kind of want to cover so it really just reaches the very minimum on the bottom of the slow cooker, and that's all the water that you really need. You don't need much more than that. So then you just go ahead and put your lid on and then start your slow cooker and start it out in the beginning for about 2 hours, and then after the 2 hours is up, we will see how it turned out and if we need to add any more time or if it will be ready to process. So yes, of course we needed to add more time. I actually completely forgot. It'll only be about 2 to 2.5 hours for 15 apples if you have it cooking on high, but I cooked everything on low. I always try to do that as much as I can. It's just better overall. So if you cook it on low, you probably need about 5 hours to make it. So you can go, and obviously I look different than I did earlier. I went to the gym and did other errands and worked and everything like that. So it took about 5 hours. I ended up putting a little bit more water in, But when it's done, all you do is I just grab a spoon like this so that the water seeps through, and I scoop out all my apples into a large bowl. And then the way that I'm going to process it, I'm going to be showing you, but I like to remove some of the apples and put them into a smaller bowl, kind of like this. And then once you have your apples all in a small bowl, just grab your Smart Stick and plug it in. And what you want to do with this so that the apples don't splatter all over is gently just push it down and turn it on, and it goes really quickly. What you want to do is just make a few pulses. And you essentially just keep doing this until it's all completely ground up. The entire small bowl, it literally would probably only take you about a minute total. And when it's done, it makes perfect applesauce. The consistency is exactly like what you buy in the store. It's amazing. It's exactly like any awesome applesauce you've ever had. So I am gonna go ahead and make up the rest of the apples, and then I will be back to show you what I do with them and my final step. So then once you're all done processing your applesauce, just go ahead and put it in whatever kind of containers you want to keep it in. Obviously it has to go in the fridge. I have these amazing jars that I got at Williams-Sonoma. They're WEC. They're super duper cute, and they always make me feel like such a homemade mother-to-be. Which I actually am anyways. But my applesauce that I made 3 full jars just like this, so that's a ton. I hope my husband is ready to eat a lot of applesauce, so 15 apples really does make a lot. Just wanted to share a couple of other things that we do with our applesauce around here. Sometimes I actually don't like to add anything to it because I think it's sweet enough on its own, but my husband likes to add some raw organic honey to it, and that just gives it a little bit more of a sweet taste. Another thing you can do is just sprinkle some fresh cinnamon. That should be good for your gut. And then the last thing is, it's kind of weird, but you can sprinkle just a little bit of lemon juice right in with it, and actually it will help it to digest even more if you really have a hard problem and apples in general are hard for you. So this might be your key to digesting applesauce. So I hope that you enjoyed that. It's so simple. So give it a try this fall and let me know how you like it, and come visit me at www.agutsigirl.com. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.